In the small town of Pretoria, South Africa, a young boy sat in his bedroom, engrossed in books that transported him far beyond the world he knew. His name was Elon Musk, a quiet, awkward child who spent most of his time buried in science fiction novels and computer manuals. The world outside his books was far less kind. He was frequently bullied at school and struggled with a difficult home life. Yet, deep inside, he harbored an unshakable belief: he was meant to do something extraordinary. Elon was born in 1971 to a South African father and a Canadian mother. His father, Elon Musk, was a wealthy engineer, and his mother, May, was a model and nutritionist. Despite their affluence, Elon's childhood was far from easy. He often described his father as a terrible human being and endured years of emotional hardship at home. At school, he was an outsider, often targeted by bullies who once beat him so severely that he had to be hospitalized. But Elon found solace in knowledge. He devoured encyclopedias, taught himself computer programming at the age of 10, and created his first video game, Blaster, at just 12 years old. He sold the game to a magazine for $500, his first taste of entrepreneurship. Despite his intelligence, he felt trapped in South Africa. He dreamed of America, the land of opportunity and innovation. He knew that if he wanted to build something revolutionary, he had to leave. At 17, Elon left South Africa, using his mother's Canadian citizenship to move to Canada with barely any money. He worked odd jobs, shoveling grain, cutting logs, and even cleaning a boiler room for a pittance. But he had his sights set on something bigger. He enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario, and 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied physics and economics. While at Penn, Elon and his roommate rented out their house as a nightclub on weekends, charging students to attend parties. It was a small but effective way to make money. By the mid-90s, Silicon Valley was booming, and Elon knew that's where he needed to be. He got into Stanford University's PhD program in applied physics, but he dropped out after just 2 days. Why study when he could be part of the internet revolution? With his younger brother, Kimball Musk, Elon launched Zip2, an online city guide for newspapers. It was the early days of the internet, and businesses had no idea how much potential lay in online directories. However, raising money was a challenge. Elon slept in his office, showered at the YMCA, and coded tirelessly to keep the business afloat. Zip2 slowly gained traction, and in 1999, Compaq acquired the company for $307 million. Elon's share? $22 million. He was just 28 years old and already a multimillionaire. But he wasn't satisfied. Elon had a radical idea: an online bank. In 1999, he invested $12 million of his Zip2 earnings into a startup called X.com. The concept was simple: digitize banking and revolutionize payments. But not everyone was convinced. Investors doubted his vision, and competitors emerged. In 2000, X.com merged with Confinity, a company founded by Peter Thiel and Max Levchin, which had a popular payment service called PayPal. Internal struggles erupted, and the board ousted Elon as CEO while he was away on vacation. Despite the betrayal, he remained the largest shareholder. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon walked away with $180 million. He could have retired then, living comfortably for the rest of his life. But Elon Musk was never after comfort. Elon had always been obsessed with space. He dreamed of making humans a multiplanetary species. But space travel was astronomically expensive, and NASA's ambitions seemed stagnant. So he decided to do it himself. In 2002, he poured $100 million of his own money into a new venture, SpaceX. The goal? Build reusable rockets that would drastically lower the cost of space travel. But the early years were brutal. The first 3 rocket launches failed. Each failure cost millions, and by 2008, SpaceX was teetering on the edge of bankruptcy. If the 4th launch failed, the company would be finished. In September 2008, SpaceX launched Falcon 1 for the 4th time. This time, it succeeded, the first privately developed rocket to reach orbit. NASA took notice and awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. SpaceX was saved, and Elon had proved that private companies could compete with government space agencies. While battling to keep SpaceX alive, Elon had also been working on Tesla, an electric car company he had joined in 2004. At the time, electric cars were seen as impractical and doomed to fail. Tesla's first model, the Roadster, was a technical marvel but extremely expensive to produce. In 2008, as the global financial crisis hit, Tesla ran out of money. Elon was broke. He had sunk all his PayPal fortune into Tesla and SpaceX. He had to borrow money from friends just to pay his bills. Against all odds, Tesla survived. Elon raised funds, pushed through delays, and fought off bankruptcy. In 2012, Tesla launched the Model S, a game-changer that proved electric cars could be fast, luxurious, and desirable. In 2020, Tesla's stock skyrocketed, and Elon became the richest man in the world, surpassing Jeff Bezos. Elon never stopped pushing boundaries. He founded Neuralink, aiming to merge the human brain with AI. He launched the Boring Company to revolutionize underground transportation. And in 2022, he bought Twitter for $44 billion, shaking up social media. He became one of the most controversial figures in the world, hailed as a genius by some, criticized as reckless by others. Elon Musk's journey is not just about wealth. It's a story of relentless ambition, risk-taking, and an obsession with the future. He has made more money than most could ever dream of, yet he still works tirelessly, pushing humanity toward the next frontier. His story isn't over. If he succeeds, humans may walk on Mars within his lifetime. And if he fails? Well, failure has never stopped him before. That's it for today's story. Life is full of unexpected twists, and every choice leads to a new path. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible story. Join us at Storystorm, where every tale leaves a lasting impact. See you in the next one.